Hey Bayek, it's me Ian. And in today's video, well, I'm continuing my series of looking at classic albums or ones that are in my CD collection, which to me are classics. And this is The Captain and Me by the Doobie Brothers from 1973. This is their third studio album. Previously, they'd had Toulouse Street from 1972, which was their breakthrough album. So this is following on from a very successful album and really propels them forward in many ways. And then following this will be what were once Vices and now Habits, 1974, which again was another successful album. So, the Doobie Brothers, they were formed in 1970 in San Jose, California. They did break up in 1982, then reformed again in 1987, and to this day, they're still performing live, and the founding members, Tom Johnson and Patrick Simmons, are still there. Now, they did 15 studio albums. This is what's up to date, anyhow, and 6 live albums and 9 compilation albums. So the Doobie Brothers, they recorded this album between 1972 and 1973. As I say, it's following on from the success of the other album. And it was released on the 2nd of March, 1973. It was recorded in the Warner Brothers Studios, North Hollywood. And the label is Warner Brothers, of course. Now, it was produced by Ted Templeman, who has got an amazing amount of acts that he was involved in, quite legendary in many ways. Some of the artists that I'm going to mention, you'll think, wow, yeah. Van Morrison, Captain Beefheart, Little Feat, oh yeah, Little Feat, remember them. Montrose, yeah. Carly Simon, Van Halen, Sammy Hagar, Aerosmith, Dave Lee Roth, Lol George, yeah, oh wow, Bette Midler, Joan Jett and the Black Hearts. These are just some of the amazing acts as a producer, and he produced more albums for the Doobie Brothers as well. Now, the artwork is by Michael and Jill Magid. We see them as depicted, as you can see, on a stagecoach, 19th century, Wild West and all that. And the photo was taken at Newhall Pass interchange off intersection 5 and California State Route 14 freeways near Seymour. There you are. But you're thinking, yes, well, I wanted to know that. Well, I inform you about everything here, don't I? Anyhow, this lineup, we'll go through the lineup of the band. It is Tom Johnson, acoustic, electric guitars, harmonica, amp synthesizer, lead and backing vocals. Patrick Simmons, acoustic and electric guitars, ARP synthesizers, banjo, lead and backing vocals. And then we've got Tyron Porter, who's the bass and backing vocals, John Hartman, drums, percussion, backing vocals. Michael Hosak plays drums, congas, and tubas. Then we've got additional musicians on various tracks. Got Bill Payne, who does piano, organ, electric piano. Jersey Skunk Baxter, who plays pedal steel guitar. And the producer himself, Ted Templeton, does some percussion and there's also some backing vocals on some tracks as well. So there we are. That's the sort of mixture of musicians involved in this. Now, the tracks. We start off with Natural Thing, and the lead vocals are by Johnson, and he also wrote this. And then, of course, Long Train Running, that is the single. That is written by Johnson, and lead vocals again by Johnson. And then and the other single that stands out so much, China Grove. That is written by Johnson, lead vocals Johnson. Those two tracks are, that were singles are so outstanding. They typify to me when I hear them that period. They were just so outstanding. They were ones that I heard at the time, and they were amazing. And then we get into a more. The thing about the Doobie Brothers is the genre of music really is quite wide. And the next one, Dark Eyed Cajun Woman, is a very bluesy track with wonderful guitar solos and everything. And that is written by Johnson again with lead vocals. And then we've got Clear as the Driven Snow, which Simmons wrote and also had the lead vocals on. So that's the first time we've seen a track with Simmons involved. That track is very much about the warnings about the drug culture and what is going on. So many bands experience a lot of problems, and that song is very much about that. And then Without You, what a wonderful track. That's the next one. That is written by Hartman, Hozak, Johnson, Porter, Simmons, and the lead vocals on this one, Johnson and Simmons. So really the whole band wrote that, and another absolutely wonderful track. Then we've got this one stands out as well. South City Midnight Lady, and that is written by Simmons. I mean, what a genius he is. Lead vocals Simmons. I mean, they're all. I think Simmons and Johnson together in this band are the real dynamics behind it all. That track again, it just stands that you just listen to it and think, wow, this is great. The guitar work, it's just fantastic. The way they play off each other with the vocals. And then the next one, Evil Woman. Wow, this is a real heavier track. This is written by Simmons with lead vocals by Simmons. So we've got quite a string of songs with Simmons involved. Whereas initially we had with Johnson taking the lead and writing. But Evil Woman, what a track. Then we got Busted Down Around. Now that is just a sort of, it's a very short instrumental. It's written by a folk artist called James Earl Luft, and it's there. It's called Busted Down Around O'Connelly's Corners. Yes, there we are. That's what it is. It's a traditional folk influenced instrumental, and it's there. And then we've got Ukiah, or Ukiah. It's some good with accents. Ukiah. It's written by Johnson and lead vocals by Johnson, and that is very much a homage to that place. Definitely, it's another wonderful track. And then the final track is The Captain and Me, the title track. And that is written by Johnson with lead vocals by Johnson. So we've gone full circle with Johnson involved. And that is it's just a nice end. It's not a sort of rocker kind of track. It's a very sort of more, just a sort of, has that folky country rock feel, more soft rock. Yes, a soft rock sort of a song, really. And that's the ending. And the singles, of course, were Long Train Running and China Grove. And I say this album typifies what the Doobie Brothers were about. All those mixtures of genres, and it works always so well together. And of course, within this now, as they're expanding, you've even got synthesizers involved, but they're never intrusive. They're always underneath. The main guitar layers of sound of the guitars are always there. You always experience that wonderful guitar sound. And we get the heavy rock stuff as well as the more bluesy stuff and the country. It all mixes together beautifully. And this is why this album works so well. And you know what? This album stayed for over a year in the album charts in terms of selling. Those were the days they just sold stacks. And it's one that is remembered so well. And the band were really... everybody was playing them on the radio, those tracks. It was outstanding. And then this album was talked about, and people were saying, who are the Doobie Brothers? And people were wanting to find out more about them. And they did. They certainly did. Absolutely amazing. Oh, it really is. This album, for me, it's almost again like one of my comfort albums. I can put it on and I just know what I'm getting. I just go right into it. And the Doobie Brothers always have something special. The sound, those guitar playing, oh yeah, it just really outstanding. And I can't help love that side. It is a very Americano kind of sound, really, from their basis, and the country influence as well. The folk country. We should never underestimate that in the groups like this. There's a lot of groups like this, and well, it's outstanding. If you've never heard the Doobie Brothers, why not? You should listen to this album. And wow, you'll be knocked over. Yes, well, you should be. This is a really good album. It really is. And that's why it gets its classic status. And what else can I say about it, really? I love it. I do. I absolutely love it. And it's something I come back. And also, I do enjoy I've got some of the compilations, the best ofs. I'll put them on as well as the old albums. They're a great group. So before I go, I'll just show you well, you've seen it, haven't you? But here's my CD. There's the back of it with all the track listings on. And there's the inside. Brilliant CD. Sound quality. Fantastic. Absolutely love it. And that's it. Yes, that's it. So, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I want to let you know when I put out these videos. And if you want to know further ones that I've done, and reviews and things connected with music, have a look at the playlists and find all the things that I've done in the playlists. But I also do loads more, really. Films and TV shows. Just have a look there, all often with a nostalgic base. And if you like this particular video, please give this video a like, because it gets it out into YouTube, and hopefully the algorithms, and then people might like it. They might do, or perhaps they won't. But if you've got any comments, please put your comments down. I love to read your comments, and I always answer them. And by heck, cost note, you can't say fairer than that, can they? By heck. So all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.